Ski Tips with Josh Foster, sponsored by Big White Ski Resort, Canada's favorite family resort in Kelowna, BC.
Well, the conditions are absolutely fantastic, you know. The snow is just beautiful on a stormy day like this, you know, but I want to try to keep things simple in my skiing when it's like this. You know, there's sometimes some unexpected little ripples and things like that. So if you've got all sorts of complicated stuff going on in your mind, and you know, sometimes we can really overcomplicate skiing, things become pretty challenging. So I'm going to show you a little bit of an analogy that I use to keep things simple on a stormy day. Here we go. So believe it or not, the thing that helps me simplify is just thinking of steering a car. So I'm not actually thinking of driving a car, but I'm just kind of thinking of being smooth in the snow here. And I think of the actual act of what happens when we're steering a car. You know what? We get the direction changed by turning the wheel, right? And I think that comes from turning the legs in skiing. And then you get the grip. Well, you get the grip from the tires. And that's what I think of my edges are like. And then you know what? That steering effect, it really wouldn't happen if we didn't have some suspension. So when I'm thinking of skiing smooth in these stormy conditions, I think of steering. Here's how it looks in a few turns. Let's go. So have a look here, guys. I want to feel my legs turning. When that happens, I feel my edges grip. When I feel that grip, I bend with it. So I'm kind of smooth here when the visibility is tough. So at the top of the turn here, I feel that steering start. Then I feel the grip building through the bottom of the turn. And when I feel that happening, I want to be a bit more active, and I want to bend with that. You know, if you're lucky enough to have one of those sweet rides where you've got that dial on your dashboard where you go from sport mode to comfort mode, when the conditions are stormy like this, you want to think of riding in comfort mode. So the steering comes from the legs, the grip also comes from the edge, and then soften it up through the bottom to help with the steering. Here we go. So as I start my turn, I feel my legs leading that effort, then the grip starts to build, and then I want to bend with it. I want to think of that softer suspension to deal with these stormy conditions here. It's a bit counterintuitive, you know, lots of people tighten up when it's tough, but you need to soften up. It'll make it a lot easier for you. So I hope that one works for you. From beautiful Big White Ski Resort near Kelowna, BC, I'm Josh. We'll see you next time.